Hello everyone, my name is Sam Goodfellow and today I will be teaching you how to audit your social media. This is really important for small businesses especially because you may not have everything you need there to look at. I will be posting some links and some resources in the description box, so check those out to help you with this social media auditing as well. So going right into it, today's agenda, we're going to be talking about what a social media audit is, taking some inventory, as well as defining your goals for your social medias, consistency throughout, looking at analytics, identifying some of those top posts, as well as looking at your demographics, assessing different opportunities with social media, and setting plans moving forward. Alrighty, so hopping right into it, what is a social media audit? It is, according to Brent Barnhart at Sprout Social, it is the process of reviewing your business metrics to assess growth opportunities and what can be done to improve your social presence, which is exactly correct. It's just looking at all of your different social medias, figuring out what exactly goes into them, how much you are gaining from them, whether that's website traffic, how people are engaging with your posts, and things of that nature. We'll dive more into that in a moment. So when taking inventory on your social medias, what we're talking about is taking inventory of how many social media platforms you have or have a presence on. So you might have a Pinterest for your business. However, it's got maybe 2 followers and you haven't posted in 3 years. How is that helping you? Should we hold on to that or just go ahead and delete that account if we don't see ourselves moving forward with it? That's what we're talking about when we talk about taking inventory for your social media. So just looking at each platform that you use, how often you use it, how you could see that being beneficial, and making sure that you know which platforms you are on. So next we're moving into defining some of your goals. So define what you would like to accomplish with your social media, whether that be increasing brand awareness or generating more leads and sales, maybe diving into a new market if you have products that fit that, or even increasing traffic to your website. These are all things that you could set as goals, or you could also make up whichever goals you would see fit for your business as well. Another thing that we need to look at is consistency throughout each of your social media platforms. So making sure that branding, promotions, and language are all consistent throughout. This is, making sure all of your profile pictures are the same, making sure that all your bios in each of your platforms are the same, making sure that you're using the same language so it doesn't sound like 3 different people are talking on 3 different platforms, if that makes sense. So if, say, you are a workout company and your target market is primarily women, you're all about empowering women, maybe you have hashtag boss babe on all of your posts or hashtag like workout queen, stuff like that. You could also, address your followers like that. Think of it almost if you have maybe a band that you follow or a specific artist or YouTuber. They usually have a fan base, and that fan base usually has a name. So I believe for like Nicki Minaj, for example, all of her fans are called Barbies. So just thinking of it that way, like you want to make sure that it's consistent throughout. Like if you're talking to your fans, you want to or your followers, you want to make sure that you're using consistent language that they identify you with. Okay. Moving forward, looking a little bit more at the analytics side. There, again, will be resources in the description to help you with that. Sprout.com, I know, offers a social media audit sheet for free. It's a downloaded sheet. You can download it and kind of run through it as you're running through your social media audit. Again, looking at analytics, you want to make sure that people viewing your website or viewing your social media platforms might also be going to your website, whatever those goals are for you and how that's affecting you and your business. You, in order to get these analytics, again, Sprout has a free trial that you can use, or later on in this course, we'll be talking about the Meta Business Suite, which gives you a lot of analytics for free as well. So if you want to, you can go check out that video later in the course. But right now, we're just going to be talking about the auditing side, and then later in we can talk about analytics on that Meta Business Suite. Keep in mind, though, that that does not include all social medias. So something you could look into is maybe paying for a subscription to help you look at your analytics each month. That's completely up to you whether or not you want to do that. You could also run through and do it manually, but again, that is time. But these analytics should be showing you how much website traffic you're getting from the posts, how much engagement you're getting on the posts, so who's interacting with them, how are they interacting, are they just looking at it, are they liking your posts, are they commenting on your posts, are they sharing your posts, things of that nature. And then again, which social media channels are benefiting you most. So are you getting more engagement on Facebook, or are you getting more engagement on Instagram, TikTok, things of that nature, and so on and so forth. Moving on, again, after you figure out the analytics of all of your posts and all of your platforms, you want to make sure that you understand which are your top performing posts. So which has the most engagement on them, likes, comments, shares, things pertaining to that, as well as maybe which posts are generating more traffic to your website. Again, this will be shown through your analytics. You just need to go through and find which posts are your top performing. And then once that happens, you can figure out maybe what is going on with those posts that you could continue in future posts, so that those can be top performing as well, or that just trend continues, because obviously something went right for those. So you just want to kind of continue it that way. And then moving on, understanding your demographics. So you really want to make sure this should be shown in your analytics as well, especially if you pay for services or look at, again, the Meta Business Suite, which will be talked about in a later video in this course. Ooh. Again, just understanding those demographics, who is looking at your posts, who's engaging with them, what kind of website traffic you're getting, like who's going to your website from those posts. Because if your target audience does not align with who is visiting your website, who's looking and engaging with your posts, then you might need to reevaluate a little bit further into saying, well, who is my target audience? Why are these people now interested in my posts? Again, if you're gaining business from that, that's always good. But again, if your target audience isn't aligning with who is actually interacting with your business and your posts, maybe need to reevaluate. So how can I lean more into this? How can I maybe go more into my original target market, or lean into them a little bit more, and just reevaluating that way. Next, we have your assessing opportunities. So this is looking at other social media platforms that might be beneficial to you. So say you only have Instagram. Well, let's take a look at TikTok or Facebook and see if you could use those and how that might be beneficial to you. This is, again, going to be dependent on who your target market is and if they use those social media platforms. For example, Gen X primarily is going to be probably on Facebook, and the older generations are going to be on Facebook, whereas younger generations are on Instagram, TikTok, a lot of those short form content as well. So you want to look at that and see whether or not you could utilize that, and how it would be beneficial to you and your target market once again. And then lastly, you want to make sure after you have your analytics, you understand who's looking at all of your content, how you can gain consistency from your content, which again is a post later in this course. So if you want to learn how you can be more consistent with your content, can definitely go down there. But just looking at all of that, all of your posts, all of your analytics, you want to set a plan. If you have an issue being consistent throughout social media platforms, maybe how can I change that? If you have a objective or a goal you want to meet, like, well, how can I drive revenue up or get more traffic to my website from my social media platforms? Maybe setting a goal on how you can do that, maybe featuring like some products or some new or some of your top selling products in your social media posts, things of that nature as well. And then just kind of revising what you're going to do in your social media platforms or continuing some things that you have good going on, like in your top performing posts. And then how you need to accomplish those goals moving forward, what you need to do to accomplish those goals. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, my name is Sam Goodfellow. Please continue on with this course if you want to delve more into, how to be consistent, maybe a platform that you can use, as we do have links on those as well. But thank you again for joining us, and I hope you've learned how to audit your social media moving forward. Thank you.